Peace be upon you. Today we're going to talk about simultaneous equations. I'm Mr. Ayman Arif. First of all, we're going to talk about the first kind, which is graphical solution. In general idea, we need to find values for x and y, which satisfy both equations at the same time. First example here, he said, solve the following simultaneous equations graphically. And this is the first method, which is graphical method. We have the first equation, and then we have the second equation. First of all, I'll graph the coordinate plane. Here, I'll graph y-axis. Then after that, I'll graph x-axis. Then after that, I'll mention or I'll graph the two equations. The first one, here we have the y-intercept. Y-intercept at -1. This is -1 in y-axis. And after that, this is the gradient, which is 3/1. The gradient will represent three steps up in the positive direction, then 1 and 2 and 3 till here, and after that, one step to the right direction. Then this is the point, which is at 1 and 2. Then this is the first point, and this is the second one. You need to link between them in order to graph the linear equation. This is the first point, and this is the second one. We did the first line. What about the second one? The second one in the standard form. Then, better to identify the x-intercept and the y-intercept. To find the x-intercept here, you need to put y equals to 0. Then x equals 3. Then when y equals 0, x should equals 3. This is the first point. When y equals 0, x equals 3. What about y-intercept? When x equals 0, y should equals 3. This is the second point. Now you need to link between them. Notice that the intersection point will be the solution. This is the intersection point, will be 1 and 2. Then 1 for x and 2 for y. And this is the first method. What about the second one? Now we're going to talk about solution by substitution, which is the substitution method. Here, you're going to put whether y or x as a subject. And we found the first equation, like y should be the subject now in this question. After that, I'll just substitute the value of y in the second equation. It becomes 2x and then plus 3. Instead of this y, I'll put the value of y, which is x minus 3, equals to 16. Then here, you need to solve for x. Solve for x. 2x plus 3x minus 9 equals 16. Then you need to add 9 for both sides. Then 16 and 9 becomes 25. And 2x plus 3x becomes 5x. Now you need to divide over 5. Then x should equals 5. This is the first coordinate. This is the first part. What about y? Y equals x minus 3. And we found that x equals 5. Then y equals 5 minus 3. Then y equals 2. And this is the point, which is 5 and 2. 5 for x and 2 for y. What about elimination, which is the third method? Now, he said solution by elimination. This is elimination method, which is cancelling whether y or x. Here you found -2y and 2y. If you add these two equations, the result should be 8x equals to 7 and 17 becomes 24. Okay, after that, divided by 8, x should equals 3. Now we found that x equals 3. I'll choose the second one, and then 3 by 3, which is the value of x, plus 2y equals 17. Then 3 by 3 equals 9. Subtract 9, subtract 9. Then 2y equals 8. Then divided by 2, y equals 4. Then the point should be 3 and 4. Okay, I think it's clear. Extra question, extra example for elimination. But in this scenario, we found 4y and negative 3y. You cannot cancel them, but you have different signs. Then you need to make it by 3 and make it by 4. The first equation by 3. Why? To generate 12y and negative 12y. When you add them, the result should be 0. Then 3 by 3x becomes 9x equals 2 by 3 becomes 6. What about 4 by 2x becomes 8x. And 7 by 4 becomes 28. After that, adding them, the 9 and 8 becomes 17x. And then 6 and 28 becomes 34. Divided by 17, x equals 2. What about the value of y? Picking the first equation or the second equation will help us to determine the value of y. Then I'll choose the first one. 3 by x, which is 2, plus 4y equals 2. 3 times 2 becomes 6. Then negative 6 and negative 6. And 4y equals negative 4. Divided by 4, y equals negative 1. These exercises for you, do it as a homework. The first type will be graphically, the second will be using substitution method, and the third one, you're gonna use elimination method. And please send the results to me on my own WhatsApp. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.